Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next session of From Nothing, Lorna's story. We're going to pick up right where we left off. You've had your legend lore. You've made some discoveries. What's next for you, Lorna?
Well, they said they would stay the evening, so she's gonna assume that's at the same place that they stayed previously.
Yeah, she said that you can use the guest house, and it is late. If you'll recall, it's like after midnight at this point, after the legend lore. Let's go ahead and...
And she's got a tight schedule, so she's not lingering.
Yeah. Hold on. What happened here?
What happened here?
Do you see the art?
It's loading. Oh, no. I see the characters.
That's what I was worried about. Hold on. It appears to have broken. Let's try this. Select, save. There we go. Okay. So, all is right. Things were broken for a moment, but now they're fine. So you are going to go ahead and head to the guest house. As you do, I'd love to know what is going through Lorna's head.
She is... she's going over everything that she just viewed through the legend lore. And a lot of her thoughts are really focused in on Fionn and the apparent lie that was their entire relationship, it's so funny because she had thought that for like an entire year and some change, that her relationship with her dad was the lie that she needed to rethink. And he was not fully honest with her the entire time she was being raised. So it's true that she still has to unpack that, but with this revelation, ultimately, in the end, whether it was Remus or Fionn, a person that she considered like a parent to her was, manipulative and lying and ended up hurting her in a plethora of different ways, whether it was directly or indirectly. And she is now thinking over when she gets back to Ferrum and sees them both again, and she knows that she wants to sit down and have a conversation with Remus to understand what his truth is, like what his perspective of raising her was like, what he wanted to do, how he wanted to get Adora back, what he did for her when they were together before Lorna was even a thing. She wants to do all of that, but she also needs to now consider, I'm going to be seeing Fionn again. She is my direct connection to the Master, in that I might be able to figure out where this bitch goes to or frequents or is hiding or anything like that. She wants to figure out how to catch Fionn unawares that she knows that there's some foul play from her part in their relationship. She's figuring out how she wants to confront Fionn when she wants to reveal this information, how dramatic she wants to be about it. And she wants to be very dramatic about it. But she also doesn't want to sacrifice efficiency. So she's kind of like playing in her mind like what she should do about Fionn, basically. All that to say, she's considering how she needs to handle Fionn now. And that's kind of really plaguing her mind.
Gotcha. So you don't think this is like healthy thoughts? Like, you think this is almost obsessive?
I think she is trying to be very clinical about this. Like, she's trying to separate how hurt and betrayed and angry she feels with what needs to be done. I'm not certain how successful she's going to be at that. Like, the clinical part of her, I feel like, is the healthier part of her. That is trying to just distance emotionally and be like, okay, it is a fact that everything I knew was a lie regarding my relationship with this person. And therefore, I need to do X, Y, and Z to accomplish what needs to be done. And the other part of her is like, I want to hurt her feelings. I want to hurt her for hurting me this way. The dramatic, the emotional, the visceral versus like the intelligent and less emotional, calculative part of her. So I think it's a toss up between the healthy and unhealthy parts of her that want to deal with this scenario.
Okay.
Because she's still pretty young, She's a genius, but she's also a teenager.
Yeah. No, it makes
for
sense.
Another year.
Well, based on that outlook, roll me a charisma saving throw.
Okay. It's pretty good. 23.
Okay. Yeah, with a 23, there is no adverse, effects of your emotions affecting any of your piggybacking counterparts. Like Lily isn't affected, Saccharin isn't affected, etc.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to the guest house, it's as you remember it. It's very comfortable. The common area still looks like... It actually looks like one of the couch has changed. It looks like maybe someone liked the couch, or maybe the couch was damaged, but it's a new one in here now. That's just a note of something that's different. It hasn't been that long. But your party all, after the long trek from Shona to here, even though you did have a break, everyone looks pretty wiped out. So, you can go ahead and arrange how you're going to long rest, if you're going to take a watch or no.
They're not gonna... I mean, come on, we're in the Grove. Unless Nolu's turncoating and yanking her in her sleep, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Okay.
I think she has a lot of faith that this place is... I mean, God, she faced those guardians. I think she knows how adept they are at protecting themselves.
Sure. So, go ahead and click the long rest as you and your party settles in. Do you have any conversations with any of your party before you do?
I mean, other than probably just touching base and being like if they didn't get the gist of what she saw because they didn't see it themselves in the legend lore, she would just touch base and elaborate the most important details with everybody to make sure they understood, so that everyone's on the same page.
Okay. Yeah, good enough. You don't have to go over that.
But not in such a way that needs to be hashed out again.
Sure. Go ahead and click long rest.
Mm-hmm.
And as you finally know the whole story, you level up.
What? Fuck.
You're now level 10.
Okay. I am level 10.
You know what I mean.
Did you mean the next one up?
Yes. You level up once more.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page, too. Fuck yeah, dude.
If you want to take a quick moment and do that.
Oh, spells? Oh, no. I have to use my brain.
Yes.
And ability score improvement or feat.
Yep. Here you go.
Oh, man.
But this is a
There's
milestone.
going to be a lot of dead air while I read stuff.
That's okay.
Sorry, everyone.
So you are now level 11.
You could play
correct?
music. Yes.
Okay.
What would be poignant for her? I could up her dexterity. That would be nice.
I actually need to select spells for Anscombe as well. Hold on. Okay. Are you sure you're level 11?
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss a level? I think I did.
Oh. The last time she leveled up, I took all those spells in preparation for Skullna's, her big bad
Yes.
destruction. I specifically rearranged spells for that. I remember that level up. That was 10.
Gotcha.
It was my 7th level in Wizard, which gave me access to 4th level spells. And now I'm looking at spells.
Okay. Well, it's good. Hmm.
Yes.
I'm trying to decide the spells for Nore.
Let me know what she picks, because there is some crossover between our spell lists, and I don't want to double up for no reason.
Okay. Her magical secrets, she has taken Seeming and Private Sanctum.
Okay. Wait, I think I've taken Private Sanctum. Specifically for Skolna.
Well,
I did. So, obviously she can still choose it, but if you don't want to have that
it's a magical secret.
crossover.
So she is taking that.
Okay. Okay. I took my 2 spells that I wanted. I decided to use an ASI and bump her dexterity up by 2 to reflect her training.
Okay.
So she actually has a decent charisma score.
What's her new
It's still not
dex?
as high as I thought it was. It's 14. That's still not very good, but she started the game with a 10, so that's got to mean something.
It means that her dexterity is, something. Don't forget to reflect the max hit points. The rolled dice are now max.
Okay, let me make sure I'm doing that right. Okay, I'm gonna double check with you on this. So, for max hit points, what value am I looking at?
What is your roll hit dice?
8d6 is 48,
Mm-hmm.
plus 3d8 is 24.
So 48 plus 24 is 72.
72. So I put that where rolled HP is?
Yes.
God, that's a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Does 105 sound right for HP?
Yeah. Almost done here. As you...
You want more characters than I do.
I'm on the last one right now. Okay. Oh. All right. Think I'm done. Now I just got to import them real quick.
Woo.
Okay. There's Anscombe. Lilith. Okay. Norang. Skolna. So, what new spells did you take?
I took banishment and greater invisibility.
Greater invisibility, huh? You're tired of getting
Yeah.
tired of getting focused?
For Skolna, so that she can, when we assassinated that guy at the tram station, I cast invisibility, but there was a split second she had to be visible before she could recast it again.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So,
good thinking.
For scenarios such as that, or for herself, to be invisible and still
yeah.
cast spells.
All right. Your party has leveled up, and it is now morning, though not super early in the morning, unfortunately. It is, you guys sleep in a little bit, basically. You awaken around 9 in the morning. As you awaken, there is an... You speak Draconic, yeah?
Yes.
You hear echoing down the hall, in Draconic, Lilith's voice. As she shouts, "Vengeance will be ours, my lady."
Is Lorna still in her room?
I think probably. This might have woken you up, actually.
Uh-huh. She sticks her head out and looks down the hallway. Which direction did it come from? Like Lilith's room?
Lilith's
room. She's gonna, like, pat over and, like, knock with the back of her knuckles. Lilith?
Yes?
It's a little early for vengeance.
Lilith's voice sounds a little different, but she says, "I'm not taking vengeance now. But my oath has become clear."
Oh.
And then she opens the door. Lilith was already pale with white hair.
Uh-huh.
Her eyes were like solid yellow, and they were pupilless. Now they are solid blue. And her hair, instead of white, is silver.
Whew. Vengeance looks good on you.
She is looking at you, and she raises an eyebrow, and she says, "What do you mean?"
Well, your eyes, they turned blue a couple days ago. Your hair's silver? It's got a sheen to it.
"It must be a gift from my lady."
Yeah, probably. Very Tyrus inspired. It looks good on you.
You also notice that her horns are fully grown.
You gotta lead with that. That's something else.
They are also... They coil back over her head in a very draconic shape. Completely different from the devilish horns that you would have expected.
I think when that registers with her, she just kind of, like, claps her hands together in excitement, and she just says, "Lilith, your horns grew in."
What? And she reaches up, and she touches...
yeah.
She, like, touches them. They feel different.
Yeah, Lorna will, like, it'll take a split second for her to procure a mirror because she's very vain and would have one at hand and just hold it up for Lilith to look at herself in.
As she investigates them, roll me a nature check.
Sure. 23. That's a good roll.
With a 23, you recognize the shape of the horns are that of a blue dragon's. They almost have
Ooh.
like a bone webbing underneath them that gives it a very regal crown appearance. As Lilith is turning her head and looking at them, she says, "These look nothing like my old horns."
They're nothing like anything you ever had before, I imagine.
They used to grow in like a ram. Okay.
They suit you.
Thanks.
What did you mean by your oath is clear now?
I dreamt of Tyrus. I dreamt of everything that Hale did to me. I dreamt of everything. I dreamt of what felt like everyone who'd ever been wronged. I felt like I saw everyone who had been betrayed or deceived, mistaken, lied to. And I felt just so furious, but it wasn't like it was my fury. I felt like I was feeling her fury. And she whispered of what she called the first betrayal. And I didn't understand what I was seeing, but it was like I was flying through the stars. But what mattered is I understand. Not just my own hurt, but I can see your hurt. I can see Nore's hurt. And like as she says that, you realize Nore is like standing behind you, having just opened her door, and has like a toothbrush in her mouth. And
Are you
Nore's
talking
like,
about me?
yeah, like Nore's like right behind you, having just opened her door to see what was going on. And Nore like looks over your shoulder at Lilith, and you hear behind you, Nore says, "What do you mean, my hurt?" And Lilith just says, "Your sister. She was never supposed to leave. You never said. But Sargus told her that she could go."
Lorna's looking between the two of them because this is not information she's privy
No,
to.
and Nore, like, her face goes white, and she removes the toothbrush from her mouth. "How did you know that name?" And
I
Lilith
think
just,
Tyrus told her.
"Yeah. I don't know everything, but I know why it hurts. And I want to help you." Nore just doesn't seem to know what to say. Eventually, she does say, "Eventually, we're going to have to sort out what you learn and what you shouldn't know. But I appreciate that you want to assist me." Lilith, it looks like Lilith has, for lack of a better word, you get the impression that there is a sense of pride in Lilith, like she has a purpose that she didn't have before.
Yeah. It's a glow up.
As that happens, as Lilith achieves her oath and becomes a
Good job,
full-fledged
Lilith.
paladin
A vengeance.
of vengeance, yeah.
It would be weird if it was something else.
A paladin...
A oath of the ancients.
Yeah. I like trees. No. As that happens, the rest of your party kind of gathers out in the streets, and
Does
Tier...
anyone else feel fundamentally changed?
I studied up on the desert because we've been spending a lot of time in it.
Oh. Favorite terrain?
Yeah. You know, seemed flexible, like a good choice. Especially since, you
Very
know,
different from the sea.
I recall something about Tuskel's Lane, and I'm pretty sure that is a desert town. So,
Lorna kind of cringes at the mention.
that's the look I was looking for.
Well, anybody else? Literally anyone else?
Oh, also, save your diamonds.
Why?
I can revivify.
What? You?
That's right.
The ranger?
Sure can.
I didn't know rangers could learn how to do that.
I figured it out last night. It's
Well,
all about
we
catching
actually
the
do have
soul
a
before it
single
goes
diamond.
away. Oh, well. Better make sure
In
old
case
Tier
we
doesn't get
encountered
got.
somebody. You know I would never let you get got.
He's like glances at Nore and says, "Sure."
Me, I would never. We're not talking about anybody else.
Right, yeah, it's fair.
Just to kind of expedite this, Anscom's voice suddenly appears in your head.
Huh.
I mean, I heard you guys talking out there. I figured out how to cast message, which is nice.
I don't even know how to cast message.
Well, I also know how to get really big now. And really small.
Oh. Oh. The first part. Oh.
Save it. You're gonna hurt yourself thinking like that. Short of the order. Skolna basically can't fail now.
She really couldn't to begin with.
She was always very good, but now she literally has reliable talent. And
I love rogues.
considering her faith, I gave her the lucky feat.
Hmm?
So now Skolna is even better
Literally cannot fail.
at what she does. Yeah.
Damn. That's
She
a
doesn't-
force to be reckoned with.
She doesn't brag or boast or anything as she's standing out in the
She
hall.
doesn't need to.
No, she just is there. But over the table, I'm telling you, that's what she now has.
That's sick as fuck.
So, your party having leveled up.
Lorna will actually pass that diamond to Tier. It is a 300 gold piece diamond. He may as well have it if he's Mr. Caster.
He, like, twirls the diamond on one finger like a basketball and then puts it away.
It's in good
Be
hands.
careful with that.
Yep.
That's somebody's life.
I have a question. That mask that you're wearing sometimes, that kind of slurps up your soul if you go down, how do we get it out?
I don't know. I could identify it. I know I already did. That's how I figured out what it was. Hold
Right.
on. I'm reading my note on it. When worn, not attunement, if you perish while wearing it, your soul is transported into the mask where you will remain until you choose to move on. So you can stay in it, and presumably if the spell to revivify is being cast, whoever's within it can choose to re-inhabit their body again if they're in proximity, I would imagine.
All right. So it's like, well, I mean, Revivify has to be within a minute. Is that does
Right,
that
but it
circumvent
negates that issue. I think so. As long as, because your soul doesn't move on. As long as your body isn't decomposing, it prevents your soul from
Right.
being scooped up by Tysus or
Okay.
Croceus.
So if we're in a tight spot and bad shit happens, we take the mask off, we throw your body in a bag of holding, and we get out of the sticky situation.
Sure, or if I'm not the dead one, I have
Let's be
gentle
real.
repose.
It's gonna be you.
Lilith is also a target for assassination. She does look pretty formidable
Like,
now, though.
Lilith looks at you and she says, I can't wait to see them try.
I also can't, and you're probably right. Out of the two of us, I am going to be the one that dies first.
Just, with a natural hardiness sort of thing. It's not, it's not like a drag on you, but Lilith
That's
has
why
all
I
that
always
physical
put-
training.
It's why I always put the mask on.
It's not a fashion
Don't touch my
statement.
stuff if I die.
I'm going to touch everything. All of it.
Anscombe, don't let him touch my stuff.
I mean, if he's going to revive you, I'm going to kind of let him do whatever he wants.
Ugh, fine. I guess that's the price to pay.
Right, so,
And Tierk, like, rubs his hands together.
shall we get a move on?
Yes.
We got
No
lots
time
to
like the
do,
present.
places to be,
Yes, we do.
trams to ride.
We do.
And I can't wait to see if I learned anything applicable.
About
And-
the desert.
Yeah.
And he just begins leading the way out of the house. As your party departs the guest home, you, I'm assuming, make your way out of the Verdant Circle village, or do you do and it's something else? I'm
She'd
not.
like to say bye to Nolu.
Yeah, you can make a course through the leader's tent, basically.
Yes. Bye.
Um,
Bye,
No,
Grandma.
Nolu wishes you well. She says, you are always welcome back, of course.
I'll let you know if I'm passing through, so it's not a surprise.
Make sure that you return around in May. The Verdant Festival is the 1st of May.
Oh, she starts clapping, jittery. That sounds lovely.
I hope to see you then.
Definitely be here for that, if not sooner.
You are looking much more draconic, she says to Lilith. Lilith just nods.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Did you know how to speak Draconic before this? Or is that new?
That's new.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear it.
I feel like I've always known.
Maybe you were just meant to be a paladin of Tyrus.
Maybe. Or not. I think this is the sort of circumstance that was thrust upon me by fate after it was changed.
Dramatic.
She blinks. Oh.
It's just poetic. It's poetry. It looks good on you. I like this vibe.
I'm not trying to be.
It's just cool. You don't have to try. You're just cool.
You get the impression that Lilith's attributes might have changed slightly.
Can I kind of glean what it is?
Roll an insight check.
She's more charismatic, isn't she? Insight is 17.
Yes,
She has
Lilith's
to be.
presence and
charismatic.
personality seems more forceful. She seems more charismatic than she was.
Nice. She's a little hotter, right?
I mean, it's not really a physical change aside from the horns and the hair.
I mean, a sense of presence and confidence is attractive.
She also seems less aloof.
Volatile.
Yeah, more controlled.
Cool. It does look good on her.
As all this, like, revelations are happening, Nolu's just kind of patiently waiting and watching. And eventually Nolu says, "Congratulations on your new oath." And Lilith just... You can tell. And Nolu's
I
like,
think we can all tell.
"It is pretty apparent." And Lilith just says, "I'll wear it with pride then."
Yeah.
Make sure if you are going to be... Well, it is clear you are in Paladin sworn to Tiras. You might wish, when you have the time, to swear a vow at the temples in Taka. Just not so
That's smart.
not so that Tiras knows, but the Order does. And Lilith, looks to the rest of you and she says, "Do all paladins have to do that?"
It makes sense if you're part of the organization. To the point, not just as a casual follower, but I have devoted myself in some capacity to this god. It would make sense that other followers would be able to know and recognize you for that.
Also, we wouldn't know. None of us are paladins.
Also true. None of us are adherents
We could ask.
specifically.
You could send a transcription thingy to Cress, the paladin instructor, and see if she has
That's a
anything
good
to say
idea.
about it.
Or I suppose we could just...
We're gonna be there anyway.
We're going
soon.
back to Farum. Yeah, we might as well talk to her in person or something.
That's a good idea. I don't want to step on any toes.
But, important note, like No said in Taka, we are going to Terracona in pretty short order after we do a couple things here and there.
Yes, we are.
See? We might end up going maybe to Taka as because that's where the Arcanium is, right?
Aye, there's not one in the capital. It's one of the only ones that doesn't have one. It's always through Taka. I think that was I think that was Raylar's doing.
Why? Why wouldn't it be the capital?
Well, you've heard about Raylar's vault, haven't you?
Has Lorna?
Roll a history.
Dirty 20. Probably.
Yeah, you've heard of it. You've heard that Raylar the Lasting lives on, his lair is the Golden Vault. It's like this big, famous safe, basically, that keeps very powerful magic artifacts within.
Cool.
So you've heard of that. It's just security. I believe he didn't want there to be open teleportation circle. There's no teleportation allowed within Unahi. So the Arcanium's not...
That sounds really inconvenient.
It can be.
I get it. But a whole city, no teleportation?
Yeah, the whole city has a planar lock around it.
Well, if anyone could manage it, it'd be an ancient gold dragon.
Alright? No one's complaining to him about it.
And considering the Arcanium is run by a devil, it makes sense.
The Arcanium's run by a devil. I'm kidding.
Is she being sarcastic? Okay, Lorna was just befuddled for a second.
Yeah, she sees your eyebrows raised, and Nora's like, "It was a joke. Don't go into it."
Sarcasm was on point.
That's a Terraconan thing. All right.
Terraconan dry humor, classic.
Inspired by Sweden. As
Hi, Simon.
yeah, shout out. As your party says goodbye to Nolu, you are granted once again the boon of the druids to safely travel out of the verdant grove without harassment by the forest.
Hooray!
Tier will roll a survival with advantage to lead the way once more northeasterly towards Shona.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull up this guy. All right. Please, if you wouldn't mind, roll me a D100.
Hey.
This is the wrong theme. That's the
7.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
And
That's a divine intervention right there. Too bad we don't have any clerics. Well, did Burke level up?
No.
Oh. Okay.
He is a follower. He is not as high level as you, and he does not gain milestones at the same time as you.
He's not part of the crew.
He's following, like he's nearby. You can.
We're nightingales. He's a hummingbird.
Sure. He doesn't say anything. As Tier leads the way. That's actually a lie. Burke does say something. He, depending on your marching order, he's like near the back of the pack. And Burke does say, I feel it necessary to point out, if one of you were to fall in battle, I do have the means to revivify one of you, though I do not have the diamond.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Thank you for mentioning that, Burke. Tier has the diamond. If he goes down, that's where it is. And I would really, really appreciate it if he brought him back up.
I could do that. It is part of the rules of my pilgrimage that I do not partake in your battles, as they are not mine.
Unless you're defending yourself, I imagine.
Correct. But
That makes sense.
I am permitted to use my magic to aid those that I deem needing it. Within reason.
Sure. And I'd like to think the rest of us would be all right using our diamond to revivify you if need be, for whatever reason.
Well, as my oath is of pacifism until I finish my pilgrimage, I somehow suspect that will not happen. But if it does, I appreciate it.
Okay, we're on the same page.
You taking... Isn't Vion the god of war?
Yeah, I did think that was a little weird, but I wasn't going to question it. Because, well, what the hell do I know?
To maintain peace, one must prepare for war. To ready for war, one must understand peace. I must practice restraint and self-control, regardless of my emotions or temper.
I think we could all learn from that.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Well, I suppose that's almost frustratingly level-headed for a cleric of the god of war. Are you a war cleric? Yes. And you're not allowed to fight.
It is an amusing thought.
I am allowed to train. As such was our fight. I deemed that training. Otherwise, I would have broken the rules. And I will not do that.
Simple enough, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you gotta do, Burke. But I'm glad to know that we have a backup revivify in case old Tier gets himself in trouble.
He has done that before.
I have done that before.
Do you remember when you broke your leg in that pit?
I do. I remember it like it wasn't just a week ago.
It just feels like it's been longer.
Had it coming.
Lorna does not respond to that.
Tier just like
She
glowers
smiles
at
and doesn't say
Norre.
anything.
Yeah. Your party continues to banter and small talk for the rest of the travel. As you roll the 7, absolutely fuck all happens. And Tier makes decent time until you must pull.
Lorna's very fond of this forest now.
It's simple to travel now that it is friendly to you.
When it likes you,
Mhm.
yeah.
As that is the case at the moment, we're going to go ahead and set up a watch. So I'm going to roll survival for Tier to find a camp. Okay. Survival check failed. DM is dead. Thank you. Pause. All right. What is your watch order going to be? Do you know?
I think everybody's good as they are, except Lorna would like to switch with Norre to be on the first watch with Lilith.
Okay. Burke is going to at least participate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. You wanted to watch with Lilith. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up. And all right, so your first watch. Please roll me perception. You can roll with advantage, as Lilith will aid you.
Perception. 19.
Okay. All right. I have rolled your D100. Do you have any conversations you wish to have with Lilith?
Yes. When their watch starts, I think Lorna would spend quite a bit of time looking Lilith over, just taking in her new aura and features, and try not to be too weird about it. But even with like a decent deception score, I think she's just more preoccupied with being like, who is this new person?
Yeah.
And likely when like they catch eyes awkwardly, like one too many times, I think Lorna would finally say, "You know, I was thinking. You said that you had a vision from Tyrus last night, right?"
Yes. I did.
You had a vision previously while we were in Shona that kind of troubled you. Did you ever pray to her about it? Or ask for more clarity? The one about the master?
No. I thought about it. I thought about asking her what it meant.
Is there a reason you didn't?
To be honest with you, she's kind of scary.
So are you.
Well,
When you want to be.
yeah. I understand, like, why you ask. But the thing is, whenever I've heard from my lady, which I really feel like that's what I should be calling her, she demands almost this regality. Her presence is really powerful. I mean, I've been around other people. I've been around you when you were praying to Luminous, and, you know, the moonbeam came down and there was this, you know, like, I've seen it before. But Tyrus is different. Tyrus is without reproach, uncompromising. It doesn't feel like there's any give. You know what I mean?
I don't want you to take this the wrong way. Like, I mean no offense to you or to Tyrus when I say this, but that kind of reminds me of the Master in a way, in a kind of uncompromising, unquestionable authority.
I hate that.
Yeah, see, I knew you wouldn't like that, but I'm just kind of curious what you think is different. Because I obviously don't have this connection to Tyrus that you do, so there's got to be something there you understand more than me. But you see where I'm kind of pulling a sort of parallel to?
I see what you're saying. I feel like I worry that reflects on why I made a deal with her in the first place, and that this is just maybe myself looking for another person that I can look to, it being a god this time.
But I feel like it's so much more than that, too. I feel like everything that hurt, everything that happened to my sister, I feel like I finally have someone who knows, who truly knows, because she can feel what I felt. And the Master never, ever would be compassionate or empathetic toward anybody's problems.
She doesn't know how to empathize, and she doesn't want to.
She doesn't need to. But part of that is going to make when we finally get her, it's going to be that much more satisfying.
I hope it is satisfying.
Whether it's actually satisfying or not, it's something that has to be done for everyone's sakes.
Yeah.
She can't be allowed to keep hurting people the way she has.
I think you're right.
Out of just an offhand thought, if I did want to pray to Tyrus about that vision, what do you think I should say?
Well, I will admit Luminos kind of has a different vibe. Softer, I think. But I just think in these kinds of instances, sincerity is important. Just, Tyrus, I saw your visions. I've been thinking about it. Can you offer more clarity? I want to understand.
I don't think that will go
She had to
over
have
well.
given it to you. She had to have given it to you for a reason.
All right. I just don't understand why I would have been reaching for her.
I don't either. But there's something there that we don't understand. I guess that's why you need the clarity. And I think part of me considered suggesting to you to wait to talk to another follower of Tyrus, maybe a more seasoned one, to see what they would think. But I think Tyrus would respect you having the balls to ask for yourself. Even if it's scary. Maybe especially because it's scary.
I see what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. My concern is not that, well, okay, yes, I'd be afraid. She's powerful and imposing, but that hasn't stopped me before. What I'm worried about is diminishing what she thinks of me.
You think? I'm not laughing. And when I say you think that her opinion of you might change because you ask for guidance. Well, you are a fresh paladin navigating faith for the first time, I think it would be unreasonable for her to think that you would understand every vision she gives you, let alone one of your first.
Okay. Maybe I'll try it. I also think talking to Cress might be a good idea.
I think that's a great idea. I haven't really spoken much to her. She kept a Nosa off my back when I was still a student.
Hold on. I don't know much about Anosa.
She's not very understanding. Or I feel like she understands you to an uncomfortable degree, but she's not very easily to forgive. And I offended her.
I feel like all I remember about Anosa is something about Drow.
Drow tend to worship her, yeah. She's all about subjugation and domination and having people beneath you, I suppose. So, not someone I'd readily give my worship to, but certainly not someone that you want upset with you.
Right.
Regardless, Cress got her. At least disconnected the straight animosity between the two of us. I don't know how Anosa still feels about me. I don't know if she thinks about me at all. But she hasn't bothered me in a while.
Well, then, if you haven't heard about it from a while, well, you gotta assume that Cress knew what she was doing. And
You
solved
have
it.
to, right? And she's a instructor of the Merit Guard. She has to know what she's doing. And she's pretty cool. And she has silver hair too, which you also have now. I don't think it's for the same reason though.
No,
Maybe she follows Tiras. Who does she follow?
I don't know.
Can Lorna think back? Does she remember who
Roll a
Cress follows?
history.
Like Lorna's vaguely remembering like a mosaic on a wall that Cress said she didn't like. 21.
Cress, roll a religion check.
Classic Lorna. 8. Really bad on religion. Still not her forte.
You remember the symbol. You remember it not being that of Tiras.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't recall who she follows, but you know it's not Tiras.
Okay, does Lorna... So Lorna knows that Cress is an Azamar, right? She has that vibration about her.
Yeah.
Still not great at religion, but can she think, like, what she might know about Azamar and what physical details about them might give way to a deity?
Ooh.
This is probably harder even than
It's
the
kind of
symbols, but...
impossible to figure out who, like, if you're an Azamar of someone, who that deity is. With the exception of Tindra. Azamar of Tindra are almost always very voluptuous.
Was Cress voluptuous?
She's kind of stocky. She was very strong, very muscular. You wouldn't consider her body type like curvaceous.
And if it was been the musculature probably negated any natural
a bit.
curviness.
Yeah. She was, I mean, Cress is ripped, like,
Yeah.
literal bodybuilder, like, physique. But you can attempt a history check.
Maybe I'll roll really well. I did. 26.
With a 26, you
What do I know about
remember
her?
Cress's
Silver
appearance.
hair?
Cress has silver hair. She has, like, platinum-colored eyes. She kind of has, like, tanned skin and a very muscular physique, which it doesn't specifically point to any singular god. You can roll a religion check on top of that to see if you can narrow it down.
Only marginally better. 10. But I like how story driven her religion rolls are. She's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, religion.
With a 10, you're not sure. Like, could be Tyrus. There's a lot of silver going on there. Could be.
But she doesn't. But Lorna's pretty certain she doesn't follow Tyrus.
You're pretty damn certain she doesn't follow
That wasn't the
Tyrus.
symbol she saw. All right, Lorna kind of stops pondering and she's like, maybe she's an Azamar of Tyrus. I know she's an Azamar. And she has silver hair. And you have silver hair. So maybe there's something in common there.
Maybe. Doesn't an Azamar mean that she, like, hears from them?
They're somehow a descendant from some sort of, maybe a liaison with an avatar. Or a higher ranking divine creature.
So maybe not necessarily them, but someone from their
Something in that close
posse.
sphere of influence. Yeah.
Okay.
She could be Tyrus's granddaughter. She doesn't look dragony enough, but she could be.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Cress, now that I think about it. I didn't really ever have a reason to go to the Paladin classroom.
I know she had a symbol on the wall. I don't really remember what it was.
Helpful.
Yeah, sorry. She seemed nice, though. Like, someone you can hold a conversation with. And I know, just by looking at her, she can hold her liquor. I think I heard a song in a tavern once about her. Like a drinking song.
Probably.
So, I don't know. I feel like you could probably get along really well.
She was one of the heroes of the Demon King, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe just have a drink with her and be like, hey, I'm a paladin now. Advice? Tips?
I think that's a good idea. I think that's the best idea you've had so far tonight.
God, it'll shake out the weirdness, I think, to be in that kind of setting that you're more familiar with.
I also, if I drink too much, I can just get rid of it now.
That's a useful skill to have.
Yes.
Also, and I don't want to make this weird. So don't make this weird.
It's on you, Lorna.
I just wanted to say I'm proud of you.
Why?
I don't know, you're working hard to accomplish your goals. You've sworn an oath. You're taking it seriously, and I think that's amazing.
Well,
I think Claire would be proud of you too.
thanks. This is the first time I've felt like I had a real direction. I mean, that's not true, but I felt like I have the right of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I do. to have the right people at your side and at your back.
Thank you. I want you to know how hard it was for me to just say thank you.
I think Lorna will just kind of laugh and bump her shoulder against Lilith. I bet it was.
What about you? Are you doing okay? I haven't really asked.
Well, I mean, I kind of fill everybody in on what's going on with me these days. It's not like you
You
needed
tell
to.
me, I mean, you tell me what's going on, but you don't tell me what's going on
Well,
up here. And she taps her head.
right, because that's always a mess. I'm okay. I'm processing some new information that has left me sad and hurt, but I think you know that.
Yeah, I do know that.
Probably better than anyone. But I know that I will be okay. Because I know the truth.
Do you mind, spelling that truth out for me? I admit I've been a
know.
little distracted.
I know that someone I trusted betrayed me. And I know that it's not because of anything I did, but because they are a flawed person. And I know that I want to hurt her for hurting me. And I also know that I have not made flawless assumptions about people. Probably ever in my life, but more importantly recently, like how I thought about my dad for a long time. And now I'm faced with the reality that I was wrong about that. So what I've accepted right now is that I can be mad at her and it can be a reasonable feeling. But I also know that I need to talk to her and hear for myself what she's done and why she did it before I can deal with it properly. That's where I am right now.
So, kind of in a coping stage, then.
I suppose you could say that. I'm trying to be level-headed about how I handle this, even if emotionally I don't want to be level-headed. I want to be vindictive and angry. And maybe I will be at time.
I think you should channel it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't kill you.
I'm glad you didn't either.
Does it feel kind of redundant or pointless to be watching out here?
Well,
I mean, better safe than sorry, but
and we know from Alexios that he is not the only one trying to kill us.
right. I've just never been outside in the woods and it feels so cozy.
It's worth it. Plus, we got to talk a little bit. Ooh, your new character art looks really cool, Lilith.
Thanks, I just put it in. That is her
Lorna, I
updated
think-
appearance.
I think Lorna spends the rest of the watch just kind of idly chatting with Lilith. Just kind of like friends might.
You'll notice that with the change, Lilith, her temperament is a little different. If you haven't already picked that up, she's less crass and seems to be taking what you're saying more seriously. Whereas before, you might have said something to her and she would have just blown it off or, taken a sarcastic approach. Now, it seems though, when you're having a conversation with her, she's actually considering the words you're saying and trying to give you thoughtful responses.
It sounds like someone who no longer feels the need to take things not seriously as a coping mechanism to defend themselves.
It does, doesn't it? Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Your watch passes without incident. And eventually, it is time to awaken Skolna for her watch.
Mhm.
Let's see. Skolna will roll perception. And a D100. Okay. Are you... So you're going to sleep, but is there, anything that you want to do during the night's watch before I roll out the rest of them?
Lorna falls asleep talking to her egg.
Okay. Got it.
Her bonding exercises where she just tells Summit about her day.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Persuade the hell out of this egg.
Yep.
Natural 20 for a 29.
With the cadence
Persuade
of your
the
voice,
hell out of her.
the pulsing rhythm of the heartbeat within the egg matches the cadence of your voice. Slow and steady, and it is almost calming. All right. I'm rolling out the watches.
Do I get any more points toward my ice drake? I don't know how this works.
I mean, I don't think I've conveyed any progress.
You have.
Oh, okay. What are you at right
I
now?
just have ice drake 48. It was the last thing I wrote about it.
Hold on. Add 12 to that.
Or so 60. I don't know what I'm building towards, but I'm building towards something.
You sure are. Okay. You are awoken
Ooh.
early in the day by Tier as your long rest is complete. Okay. Your party gathers up the camp, and all of you resume your travel. Rolling survival. Okay. Today, Tier leads the way out of the camp. Roll me a survival, Lorna.
Sure. 18. That's pretty good for Lorna.
Tier is leading the way, and he's leading the way with confidence. But as he's going, this doesn't look the same way that you came in. Tier doesn't slow, and the forest is not hindering you in any way as you're making your way northeasterly. But you cannot help but notice that this path looks different than when you came in.
Yeah.
Hi?
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yeah?
Like 100% sure? Because this doesn't look like the way we came.
It's not the way we came, but it's the same direction.
Why did you change it?
Well, with Pyrrhus there and Tyrrhus there, we are, for sure, going the right direction to leave the woods.
And frankly, with how the druids' magic and whatnot has changed the way the forest reacts to us, everything moves in weird ways. So I lost the initial game trail that we came in on, found another one, and now we are following this one out into, well, the desert.
Right. So, but this is still efficient, right?
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
a little different.
It's just, I don't normally notice plants.
Yeah, I've
and
noticed that.
directions.
I've never heard you
But
ever question me, so this is new.
I just feel like I'm fairly confident that this wasn't right. Well, right's a strong word. This was not the same as. But if you're
Right.
confident, I believe in you.
I do know what I'm doing in a forest. And,
Yes, sir.
you know, I appreciate you double checking, but I'm confident we're going the right way.
Okay.
And I
believe in
mean,
you.
frankly, the worst that could happen is if we somehow are going west, but that's definitely not the case. The Rimwood's going to end one way or the other, and he just keeps walking.
She will put her faith in her ranger.
As you do. Roll me a D100.
Unless he rolls a natural 1. Then. 91.
91.
Opposite side of the scale from the last time.
Okay. All right. Towards the evening, you do eventually make your way out of the Rimwood to the edge of the desert. It's maybe like 5 in the evening when you emerge. And as you do, you realize this exit from the Rimwood looks very different from the first time. The trees are still growing out of like splotches of dirt, and the roots are uprooting in weird ways up out of the sand. It's almost as though the forest is like reaching out with fingertips into the desert, into these wastes. As the dry marches and the golden wastes are like bordering up against the Rimwood, it looks naturally weird to you. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20 for a 27.
A natural fucking 20. Okay.
That's pretty good.
All right. You notice something. You're skirting a worn ridge where the sand has been scoured by the wind, and within it, there's like a shallow basin sticking up out of the sand, half swallowed by the dunes. You see a stone archway. The architecture of the stone is unlike anything modern. The curves of the stone are angular, and there are, like, it's almost like an anti-geometry to the stone that looks like it's intentionally confusing.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen anything made quite like this.
Have I ever read about anything made quite like it?
Roll history.
Any sort of peoples or races or such that might...
Well, you're like looking down at this archway from up on the edge of this ridge. You can't really see a lot of details. Yeah, you've never heard of anything like this.
What the fuck? That's weird. This she'll kind of like nudge Lilith. Is this another one of those Lost Pilgrim type things?
Lilith looks at the archway.
So the last time we came across some weird stone stuff in this desert, it was Tyrus related.
This doesn't look
like any kind of architecture I've seen. It doesn't look like the temple at all. It looks like someone was trying to make it look strange and abstract.
They succeeded.
With your natural 20 in perception, you notice perhaps the wind has blown the sand away from the archway enough. You see that there is a shadow beneath the archway. Looking closer, you notice that shadow gets darker, as if it is an opening.
Well, everyone, just be aware as we get nearer to this thing. Lorna will close her eyes and open them again with her at-will detect magic as they, I'm assuming they have to go near or around it to continue their progress.
Yeah, you're going to have to go around it.
She will just kind of keep her eyes on it and anything around it as they kind of approach.
There is magic coming from this archway. You don't know what school of magic it is. It is not evocation, conjuration, illusion, enchantment, abjuration. It's not any school of magic you've ever seen before. It almost feels, based on your detect magic as you're looking at it, you see there is a spiral that is before the archway and in this, like, ravine. The what's the word I'm looking for? The opposite of a plateau.
A valley?
Yeah. It's the valley in front of this arch. There is a spiral that you literally see the weave is following. It looks like a gentle, not a whirlpool, but it's like that gentle shape of the weave slowly turning in front of this archway, centered in the middle of the sand in front of it. There is a word that comes to mind, a word you don't recognize as you're looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
The word is krautit.
Krautit?
Krautit.
Can you type it?
Yeah. I will type it in the in-game chat for you.
Krautit. Where does that kind of word spring to mind?
The closest it's not you think of the word the way it appears in your head. And it sounds, with the harsh consonants, a little draconic.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the nature of it and the feeling that comes behind it feels older.
Older than dragons?
Feels old.
Okay, well, first things first, she will inwardly think. Lily, do you know what a krautit is?
Hold on.
She's learned not to say suspicious words out loud.
Adora, in your mind, says, "No, that is beyond me. I've not
Never
heard that
heard of-
word before."
Do you see what I'm seeing?
Do you now? Hold on. He's gonna roll Arcana. Interesting. This looks very old.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if sandstorms have just uncovered it.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about ancient mysteries. I mean, I'm curious. I don't know if I should be.
What harm is there in a minor investigation?
I mean, potentially cursed. But I'm certainly willing to investigate. Do you think if I just flew up to it, it'd be fine?
I think with the proper precautions, yes.
I'm just wondering what the proper precautions are.
Proceed slowly. Make sure that your detect magic is looking for any sort of glyphs or sigils or traps.
Right. I'm worried. I don't know why I'm getting portal vibes. Gateway, maybe.
There's no conjuration traces here.
That we can see.
Well, we are looking through your innate detection of magic, and
That's true, but I try not to ascribe understanding of modern rules to ancient magic.
that is fair, but there are some universals.
Didn't you change a rule of magic?
Yes.
You specifically changed a rule of magic. I'm just saying they are malleable. Enough force.
You make a good point.
I do like your confidence, though.
All I'm saying is, what we can see is interesting and warrants some investigation.
It does. And I think Lorna had been standing there, kind of looking at it, like, hard.
Yeah. Like, your whole party is just like,
Oh my gosh, she's doing the thing again.
Lorna?
I just want to look at it.
All right.
A word comes to mind, but I don't want to say it. Just in case I get cursed.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a little closer look, but I'm not going to touch anything.
Will you take some rope with you just in case?
That's a good idea.
And Anscombe tosses you the end of a hempen rope.
She'll tie it around her waist, so her hands are free. She'll flutter up to it, slowly.
Okay.
See if anything changes or moves.
Let's see. No, nothing moves, but as you get closer, you see that there are runes marked on the inside of this archway. It looks like part of the archway is broken or missing or lost or eroded away. But the runes that are carved into the rest of the stone are very deeply carved. Like someone really chiseled these in a long time ago, and erosion has done away parts of the runes, but they still exist. And they are weirdly asymmetrical. So, generally, magic, as you've learned to practice it, follows draconic, celestial, infernal, primordial. Those are the languages that magic is generally cast using. These runes don't look like any of those languages.
Do they look like any language that she's familiar with?
No.
She can read all writing. I don't know if that helps.
So, yes, that does help. You're looking at these sigils. There are 6 of them complete.
Mm-hmm.
They're asymmetrical and geometrically weird.
Identifies geometrically weird.
The first one, like from bottom left around to the right, clockwise. The first one says Skrell, which you believe means to scrape.
Uh-huh.
The next one, the rune is saying Dersvit, or to hold shut. The next rune, Kreisen, or cross-tied. It's like a knot.
Hide?
Like a knot.
Okay.
The next rune, which is on the other side of the archway, Visnitr, which means ignite within. The next following rune says Tesver, which means weight of truth, like forced honesty. And then the last rune says Zetmir, or the dimmer, the darkening.
Lorna, does she get a sense of what, like, this could have been an ancient, like, a modern language may have descended from? Is there any similarity between any modern language that she can recognize?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Come on, Lorna. Natural 19 for a 24.
You're rolling so good on these.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Not on that history check, but it helped to get closer.
Hold on a minute. Let me open this up.
I didn't think she'd get this far.
I didn't. It looks like the closest similarities you can draw is deep speech.
That's not good. That's like beholders, isn't it?
It's more like Sahuagin.
Oh, like deep ocean.
Yes.
Okay, so Lorna, genius, read book many. She knows that landscapes change. Is there any historical knowledge she might have about this desert and that maybe it used to be underwater? Like,
Well, I should point out, deep speech is also known like by aboleths, which is, and mind flayers, all sorts of things.
things that tend to be in deep places.
Deep places or things from otherworldly places, like Alien.
Okay.
So
My question does still stand, but
well, I'm sorry, I interrupted your question with my own clarification. What was it?
you know how worlds tend to change as tectonic plates shift and things like that.
Yes.
Does she have any knowledge of where this desert may once have been in ancient history? The kind of biome it may have been, or what
roll a
location
history
in
check.
ants? Pretty good. 23.
So, this desert on the edge, like, you're not quite in the Rimwood anymore, you're on the edge of it. This region was known as the Golden Marches. And to the east was the Kingdom of Banis. But before that was the Isolation, where there was no written history, where things were shrouded and everything was unknown, where the truth was civilization and what people know of as like the populated areas, they were the safe places to be. And to go out into the wilds was to welcome death. And the thoughts are that there are dozens of civilizations and peoples that were just lost to time or to magic or to gods or to monsters. The answer isn't really known. But it is known that relics, artifacts, and anything that can be found dating before year one, dating back to the Isolation, is prized. by the Archaeologist Guild, by the Arcaniums, by the ANA, by the colleges. If real relics are found, pieces of information or magical lore from the isolation, they are highly sought after.
Does Lorna think that this might fit into that?
You've never seen anything like this before, and it appears to be incredibly old.
Lorna ponders this revelation in what this could potentially be. So you said there was hints of magic. There is like a kind of a gentle swirling of the weave.
Yes.
Is there any other presence of magic on the glyphs, in the arch, in the air? Now that she's up with it, you know?
Now that you're right here, you notice as you look down, that shadow that you spotted before is steps. They're heavily eroded, but it is black.
Like it descends into something.
Yes. They are round, spiraling, going beneath the archway into shadow. And your dark vision sees clearly it's a spiraling staircase, or at least it's most of one. It clearly has eroded. Some of the stone steps are completely broken or worn away. Some of them look fairly intact. But the question about magic, you don't see anything else aside from this strange essence of a magic that does not fall into any of the classifications that you know of.
Mm-hmm.
And the weaves errant swirling in the area.
Okay, she's going to take Requiem off of her waist. She's going to look at him and say, "Buddy, can you go down those stairs for me and show me what you see?"
Very well.
Thank you. She'll just let his slithery little body onto the sand. That seems to be a good form for this location.
Yeah. Snakewium does begin to slowly
Snakewium.
slide. And you're looking through his senses.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you notice as he, hits the sand, it is about 15 degrees cooler. Still
In
up
this
on...
spot?
Yeah. Where the weave seems to be swirling around, right above these stairs, he's cooler than he was around your waist. And he begins to descend.
Mm-hmm.
As he does, the steps are spiraling, and in some cases, the spiral steps are filled with sand, but there's still enough room to go down. It's clear this was likely submerged in sand for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
As Snakewium continues to descend, he goes down and down until he meets a stone door. This spiral staircase suddenly stops in front of this large onyx door that is very solid in appearance. And Snakewium doesn't see a handle or anything on it. But he does see the outline of the sigils that you saw on the archway.
The same ones.
Yes, though they are in a slightly different... they don't look exactly the same, I should say. You see one of them... I feel like I'm misleading you here. Let me pull this up again. Hold on. Right. Apologies.
Right.
You see that there is a word. You're looking through his eyes right now?
Yes.
So on the stone door, there is a ring. And you see that there are 5 sliding wedges. And above that is a word.
Mm-hmm.
Otochit is what it says.
Does she get a sense of what that could mean, like she did with the other sigils? She can read already.
Well, roll intelligence.
Okay. Oh, so good. 21.
Man, okay.
I know.
Yeah, even through Snake William's eyes, you see that this phrase on this stone door that's kind of set into this large onyx like facade. It literally means rotate.
So it's instructions. 'Cause
It
there's
appears
5.
to be instructions, yes.
It's like a push versus pull door.
And you see, yeah, there are like on this dial below it, there's like a stylized crescent curl. Next to that is a mirrored hook. Next to that is a ring with a dot and a tail. It looks like this dial has controls on it somehow.
Is she getting the sense that she needs to trigger them or arrange them in such a way that would open the door?
Yeah.
And these symbols, are they the same or different from the ones up top on the arch?
So they look like they're the same language, but they're not the same. They're not identical to them. No, they look different. I realize I misled you a little bit.
Do these symbols look like they could have literal word translations? Or are they more like pictograms?
With that high intelligence roll, you piece together that they are letters. And it looks like the puzzle, or however the means is to open this door, it is looking for a password.
Okay. So each one of these is kind of like a singular letter or syllable that creates a full word, but she doesn't know the language.
Right. I apologize in how difficult that was to describe, but yes.
I got there. We both got there. Lorna's a genius, Pen is not. Does she think that perhaps what was written on the arch could be kind of a clue to the word that she's looking for?
Maybe. Okay, so I will say possibly, like, if she understood what the archway was meant to do, it could tell her what the password is. And as you consider this, that is where we will call it for tonight's session.
Heck. Ah, heck.
Ah, heck. So...
You can't present a wizard with ancient wonders and expect them to be like, I have a schedule to keep.
You know, that's fair. As we come to the end of the session, I want to thank you for playing with me tonight, and I hope you had a good time. And to those of you who are at home or at work watching, hi Pen, hi Emily, hi Class, hi Sleepy, hi everybody else, we love you all, and I wish you a good night.